What's up, Turtle Riders? All right. You know we're going to have FUPA issues tonight. I can't wait to get a new computer. Let people stream on in there. And as you know, I have to freaking share this on Facebook. That old spiel. All right, there we go. Because it always shows up as like the last one that I changed it to or whatever, the Greg Hill one. So I need to change that right now, edit it real quick. But it's okay. We let people stream in. That old spiel. All right. What are we talking about tonight? We're going to be talking about this upcoming blog I got going out of Milford. And I want to talk about Barstool Sports completely fucking over Kirk Minahan already. And the difference between Turtle Boy and Barstool once again. All right, here we go. So it's going to be... And... Murchison, all right. All right, so now and share this on Clarence. If you guys, when you see it on there, if you could do the same, that'd be dandy. And then we'll get this party started. All right, come on, FUPA computer. Don't kill me now. Come on. There it is. All right. Come on. Someday I'm going to get a real computer, and it's going to be fucking awesome, guys. I'm not going to lie. All right. Hey, come on. Come on. Ooh, Clarence's followers are going up lately. I gained like 50 followers yesterday after that Facebook post about, what was that quote? I need to get that quote on a t-shirt. It was something fucking fantastic. I got like 1,000 likes. It's like top Clarence post ever. All right, here we go. We live. Share. Come on. We live. Exclamation point. All right, here we go. Now we're ready. Let's do this. All right. What's up, Turtle Riders? Welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Uncle Turtle Boy's Late Night Garage podcast from my basement. All right. I'd like to thank our sponsors on this one, Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. You can find them online at gdplus.com. All right. They do quality craftsmanship all over New England, not just the Quincy. Doors Plus in Quincy. They will come over that day. They will give you a price that is so fair, right, that Harry Truman he would call it a good thing. Okay, only historical nerds will get that one. All right, that it is the fairest price you're ever going to see. You're probably going to hire them on the spot, and you're going to like what you see. Trust me, you're going to get it done that day. You're going to get a nice little clicker, little button. You're going to press the button. Garage door is going to go up. Boom, press it again. Garage door goes down. Your life forever will be changed. Call them up. I'm serious. Let them know, please, that Turtle Boy sent you. They greatly appreciate hearing feedback like that, from Turtle Riders. Let them know that, this is paying dividends for them. Because that's ultimately what advertising is all about, is trying to get the heat. So definitely let them know we got you back. We're not going anywhere. Turtle Riders for life. All right. So with that said, you guys might have noticed that we have some FUPA website issues going on right now. Some of you might not even be able to read blogs. Like sometimes I can't read them because yesterday we switched hosting. I don't know how it works. You don't know how it works. All I know is it should be back to normal. Like most people, I think 80% of people are not affected by this. Some people are, though. So if you were one of those, I apologize. Hopefully it is fixed in due time. All right, so what do I want to talk about today? I don't know if you guys want to talk about anything, but I am, by the way, speaking at on Thursday night. I'm speaking at like 7 or 7:15 at this kind of it's called the Go USA, the Grand Opportunity USA. It's a privately run action group, and it's out of Billerica. So I'm going to be in Billerica speaking at this event, and I got a good speech lined up. I'm not going to lie, you're going to like it. I'm going to live stream it. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Thursday night in lieu of the live stream, is giving one of my speeches with some questions and answers at the end. There are tickets available if you'd like to come to it. I'll share the blog again, or you can just watch on the live stream, whichever you prefer. But I'm going to be talking about real shit, folks. Real shit. It's going to be important. So definitely tune into that. You're going to like it a lot, I promise. All right, so this fucking bullshit with the podcast. See what this thing does? So I use this program called OBS, right? It lets you simulcast what's on your screen and go live at the same time. Otherwise, I just use my phone. When I use a phone, it's no problem. It doesn't take up bandwidth or anything. This shit, everything runs so fucking slowly, and then it causes the fucking SoundCloud to crash. It's freaking annoying. Oi, welcome to my world. Someday I'm going to have a real studio, and it's going to be fantastic. So anyway, let's talk about something. So a lot of people are asking what this story is going on in Milford. So I was in Milford all day today. About, I want to say, a month and a half ago, I got alerted. A bunch of people started tagging Clarence in some story about this woman named Hadassah. That's what she goes by on Facebook, Hadassah. She owns a shelter, I guess, called the Gan Rivka Shelter in Milford, and at the she made a post saying that her daughter was missing, and the daughter is in her mid-20s, I want to say, and it caused all this fear and all these people sharing it. But I'm hearing rumors that I don't want to go on record as saying that the daughter wasn't really missing, but she's a grown-up, first of all. And she wasn't missing, basically. And it just so happened that this woman's shop, right? She owns a business in town, quote-unquote business. I went there today. It's one building. Half of it is her trinket shop. Half of it is some type of cafe. It was called the Bread Bowl Cafe for a while. Evidently, she didn't like this name, so she renamed it. And it's now called Karma Cafe. And she was having a renaming party or something for it, right? Renaming us. It happened right around the time that her daughter was missing. And a lot of people were suggesting that the two were related. She was trying to drum up things for her business. I don't know. That's just how she came to my attention. And people started tagging me. And they're like, the real story they're telling me is her homeless shelter, right? That she's got going on there. I don't know much about women's homeless shelters in general. So, but everybody, people I trust, right, from the Milford area has been up my ass about this story. So I had to check it out. And goodness gracious, this is like the biggest rabbit hole I've ever gone down. And it's going to be one hell of a story. Because I went down there today. You know me, I'm a man. I'm a real reporter, right? I like to get in. I like to hear both sides of it. So I've been speaking with a couple women, right, who were involved in this organization, right, earlier on, and then they've left it. They are, highly educated, well-respected women of Milford, or the Milford area, and they are attempting. They saw that this woman was constantly posting about, needing donations, having financial troubles, etc. and they happen to work in nonprofits, and they're like, we'd love to help. They're like, we have this homeless shelter in our town. I didn't even know about it. They don't receive any federal funding or state funding or anything like that. It's all privately donated and run and stuff like that, and that's what they survive on, right? So it sounds like a great thing. These get involved in it. So they're like, okay, we can fix that. We see your bank records. We go through this and see money in, money out. We need to set up separate accounts, whatever. She claims that the businesses, this cafe and trinket shop, fund the whatchamacallit, the Gan Rivka Center. So that pays for that, which doesn't make any sense at all, because if you saw this business today, you'd see ain't much of a business. So this is all going on, and all of a sudden these people start thinking like, something's up here, because they see the bank statements, right? And there's all this money being spent on booze, right, at liquor stores, like stupid shit. And her kids live upstairs. Her grown-up kids live upstairs. They evidently do security, a.k.a. they live there for free. It says right on the website, and I'm going to explain it. There's so much to this, guys. It's so multifaceted. On their website, it says upstairs that they do classes and stuff like that, right? And except they can't go upstairs. The residents cannot go upstairs. They have, I counted at least 20 beds in there today, and there's 3 bedrooms. It's all bunk beds. I saw bunk cribs today. I've never seen bunk cribs before. And what makes this shelter unique is that it allows pets. Right? And okay, I want to talk about that for a moment, because I do have strong feelings about that. If you're homeless, you don't get a pet. I'm sorry. No offense to any women that stayed there. If your life, and this isn't judging them, but it kind of is, right? If your life has reached the point where you need to stay in a homeless shelter, right? That means you can't keep your own life together. I'm not judging you, it's just a matter of fact. If you cannot keep your own life together, then you shouldn't be taking care of a pet. I'm sorry. Pets are for people with homes, right? Pets are for people who have their life together. Sorry, not sorry, okay? So anyway, I'm still on their, I still support them. I want them to do well, but it just seems like this whole concept is whatever. So there's been a lot of complaints, though, about this place. So I want to go and I want to see it. And so these women I'm talking to, and they're saying that they're looking at the books and they're like, oh, we got to fix this. We have to do this. We have to do this. We have to do this. She doesn't like that because this is bullying her. You guys are bullying me. And they're like, no, we're just trying to help you get your freaking, we like the concept of your shelter. We'd like it to succeed. Right now, you're a registered 501c3. You haven't paid taxes in 2 or 3 years. That's problematic. We got to fix that. I can help you fix it. You're bullying me. You're telling me. And that's one thing I realized. This woman can cry on command. I've never met anyone like her before. And you will never meet anyone like her before. So I called her when this is going down because I like to get both sides of the story. And I spoke to her. And then yesterday I spoke with her again. And I said, I'd like to come down to Milford tomorrow. I want to see the house. And I'd like to see the books. Because when we spoke, she offered to, these women are all bullying me. It's all a lie. I want to show you my books and prove them wrong. Great. That's what I like. Well, how are you going to write this story? I don't trust the angle you're going to do. I've seen your work before. You're too negative, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all we care about is the truth. So if you have nothing to hide, then we're good, right? We're good. I don't have any angles, right? If your allegation here is that these women are bullying you and they're making this stuff up, the book should prove that they're liars. Then the story becomes innocent woman attacked by, women with too much time on their hands. That becomes the story then. If they're lying, they're alleging that you're spending money nefariously and doing all this shit, that's fine. So I go down there today. And Hadassah is her name, and she's married to this guy, Vladimir. Vladimir barely speaks English. And he's no citizen. And, oh my God. If you think the relationship between Kat Narcissi and Metro is bad, wait until you see these two. Good Lord. I've never seen a more emotionally abused man than Vladimir today. It was sad, guys. It was sad. So I get in there, and I see them, and, she's like, okay. She cried 10, 15 times while I was in the store with her. Her store has turned into a hoarder's paradise. It's just shit that people have donated to them, right? Which, by the way, they sell online. Her daughter is selling all these fucking donated items online. I've seen it all. More on that in the blog. It's going to be like a 10-part blog series. I'm not kidding when I'm saying this is going to put Greg Bates to fucking shame, right? This is serious, I think, criminal behavior, right? Fraud is involved here, certainly. Because people are donating to this thing, and they don't know where the money, they assume it's going towards utilities and bills to make sure the house can keep running. And as a nonprofit, that you have to show that, right? You can't just take cash in and not document it. You have to have an accounting of all this shit, right? You can't just be a bootleg person taking all these donations. No, it's not how it works. I pay my taxes every year. I have to report donations that come in, right? That's what adults do. It's what grown-ups do. See how many times I have to fucking press this? Anyway, so that's all going on, and I'm like, can you show me the books? So she starts showing me the books, right? And I'm like, she's going through so many pages, and like, see this blue? That's where I donated to it. That's where this person donated to it. I'm like, that's fantastic. I want to see money spent, right? I want to see where the money is being spent. I know money's coming in. Where's it going, right? And so I see first thing I see is a liquor store. $14.99 at a liquor store. Not that much money. But I'm like, it's page 1. I'm like, what's up with that? Are you attacking me? I don't like this line of questioning. And she's raising her voice at me and screaming at me. And I'm like, miss, I'm just asking you a question. Are you going to nitpick everything? I'm like, yes, that's literally what I'm here to do, is I'm here to nitpick. I'm here to go through line by line and see anything that stands out. Anything that seems out of order. And if you can explain them to me, then it would prove that nothing nefarious is going on here, right? Okay. So she ends up, I'm like, I tell her the rules. I'm like, I want to be able to go through this on my own. I don't want you fucking narrating it to me, because every fucking thing she had in there was a sob story. Okay, so well, let me tell you the story. Did you know that we put on a show and we give this and this and this and blah, blah, blah? Like, I don't give a shit. I just want to know where the money's going. That's it. This woman's insane. Insane. And she threatens to kick me out several times. She finally does. Right? After a series of things happen, I get kicked out. But she promised me to show me the shelter. And she goes, I'm going to start taping you. That's what she says. I'm going to start taping you. I'm going to start taping you. Right? So I did tape her a little. That's what we had a tape off. I'm not kidding. There was literally a tape off going on in her store. And I'm like, but she still wants to show me the house to prove what a great person she is and how awesome it is. So I get there. And I'm taking pictures of outside because there's a freaking broken down truck in the yard, of course. Right? There's, all this shit everywhere, a fridge, all this shit. People have told us that they've donated stuff and it just sits outside and gets destroyed. Or she sells it or whatever. She doesn't need any of this shit that gets donated, basically is what they're saying. She sells it all. Can I go back there and see see what's going on there? And Vladimir's like, go ahead. And she lost it on Vladimir. Pray for Vladimir. She's like yelling at him. What did you say? Why? You know what he's going to do. Like, it was fucking crazy, guys. Fucking crazy. So she goes back. We go into the house together. It's so tense. So tense. I have never smelt anything as bad as the inside of this house. Anything. She claims 32 people have lived here at one time on one floor. There's one bathroom. One. And there's a big sign on the fridge that says no meat. She's a Jewish vegan. And she doesn't let other women eat meat in her house. They have to follow the same bullshit she does. Right? Which is insane. A lot of women are also alleging they have to pay money to live there, which seems to defeat the whole purpose of a freaking shelter. It's not a hotel. It's a shelter. Right? Supposed to get on your feet. So, and I ask her, I'm like, why does it say no meat on the wall? Because I'm a vegan. Well, they're not. Well, I use this fridge. Well, why do you use this fridge? I don't have a fridge. You don't have a fridge in your house? Her house is next door, by the way. It's like almost connected. And she doesn't own, the house is owned legally, I look it up, by Dr. Lawrence Gachsberg. And I'm like, what's up with that? No, why are you dragging him into this? What? Because he owns the fucking house, lady. I'm not dragging it. Like, that's a part of the story. Who is he? Well, he's related to me. How's he related to? I'm not answering that. Why are you asking about him? This happened so many times. This went on for 2.5 freaking hours. 2.5 hours of this shit. And she's got some woman there who's been living there for 5 freaking years. Okay? Who's like her PR person. She's like, tell her how awesome it is. Tell her how great it is here. Gives her a big hug. All this shit. There's one woman there when I was there. I don't know if more women are living there. But there's so many animals, guys. It smells so bad. Like just straight up cat urine and feces. There wasn't anything left on the floor or anything like that. But you have all these freaking animals living in a house. There's cages with, on the beds, there's like 20-something beds in there. There's cages with freaking bunnies in them. Cages with guinea pigs. I'm sure there's some cats in there. Who knows? Every time I tried to look in a room, no, you can't go in there. You can't see that. What the fuck can I see? You invited me all the way down here. What the hell can I see? She's just trying to bring me down here and be like, oh, I'm so fucking awesome. Okay? So, this story, guys, there's so much more to it. You don't even know. You don't even know. Wait till you meet her kids, right? That's where things get really interesting. Her son. Good Lord. This is going to be a Turtle Boy special. We haven't had one of these in quite some time. I promise you it will be worth it. I promise you it will be worth the wait. Okay? So, anyway, I did call the Board of Health as soon as I left there. The Milford Board of Health, and other people have called, is the most useless organization I've ever dealt with in my life. A woman answered the phone, 76 years old, and nothing against that, but she had no clue what was going on. None. I spoke to another guy who says he's retired, but yet he's still there for some reason. And they went down there after I called. They went down there. And he called me back, and he's like, I went down there, and, there's, the litter box was emptied, and this and that. I'm like, did you smell it? Right? Could you not smell? Like, nobody should live like that. It's fucking disgusting. Disgusting. The fact that there's that many beds in there in one freaking bathroom. What the hell is wrong with the town of Milford? Right? These people should all be exposed for being lazy, worthless. Like, what? Why do you exist as the Board of Health? You exist to do something about this shit. Right? You're doing nothing. This woman is completely unregulated. All these idiots. TJ Maxx has written her like multi-$1,000 checks. Right? I got pictures of it. State Representative Brian Murray's done the same thing. Right? So ultimately, Hadassah, I would like to hear your side of the story. You have to tell it. I'm not here to, she just kept talking about, we have flat screen TVs. I don't give a fuck if you have flat screen TVs. That means nothing to me. Nothing. That doesn't impress me. So good Lord, guys. Good Lord. Trust me, it's going to be an awesome, awesome story. I've probably missed so much, but anyway, let me just talk about, but we're going to get more into that. You got to wait for the whatchamacallit, to come out, the blog. Once the blog comes out, it's going to make a lot more sense. All right. So, other thing I wanted to touch on real quick. Kirk Manahan, my buddy, he's now at Barstool Sports. We've talked about him before. Look up Bob Murchison. A lot of people are talking about Bob Murchison today. Bob Murchison is the activist from Sherborne, multi-million-dollar guy who basically got Kirk taken off the air at WEI by relentlessly advertising or contacting WE advertisers in bad faith, misrepresenting things that were said on the show, etc., etc. One of the things Murchison misrepresented was a clip of Minahan with Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool Sports, right? In which they were talking about Tom Brady's kid's dick, right? Because Portnoy put it on his website in 2011 and made a comment about it, the size of his howitzer, whatever. So the bad audio on that came from Portnoy, not from Minahan. Yet it was used against Minahan. It made no sense at all in these emails. And it was very successful. WEI lost a shit ton of advertisers. And eventually the gutless hacks at WEI said, not for us. Now you're stuck with the Hillman show, which is honestly, I feel bad for Greg Hill. It's the worst. The things that they're forced to talk about are so dreadful. Oh, good Lord. I did a show on it last week. Anyway. You go to Barstool, you're assuming, this now I'm free, right? So, because they like a good war. Portnoy is always going to war with Jezebel or feminists or whoever. And Murchison follows Minahan now to Barstool. He's contacting their advertisers, and they lost, I guess, some sock company called Bombas. I've never heard of them, right? First of all, these companies that cave into these cowards, right? I can't think of anybody more detestable than them. A lot of people might say, well, I understand where they're coming from. I don't. Oh, they're getting bombarded with phone calls. So what? So fucking what? Do what Kaplansky Insurance did. Say, if you ever fucking call me again, I'm going to stick my boot up your fucking ass. Okay, Bob Murchison? That's what I'm going to fucking do to you. I'm going to stick a fucking army of... You think this shit's fucking cute? This is tortuous interference, motherfucker. Don't fuck with me. That's what they should do. I cannot, right, that just give in to these fucking mobs and tell them, just fuck off, right? We outnumber you. You are like this activist fringe percent. Nobody fucking agrees with you who matters. Shut the fuck up. Tell them that and they guarantee nothing fucking happens to you, right? So this has been going on in Barstool. They lost Bombas or whatever the fuck they are. Not that I would ever buy them in the first place, but I certainly wouldn't buy them now. So this is going on, and now Minahan technically has cost them business, right? Because he's brought his Murchison problem to Barstool. So instead of having his back, this is what Dave Portnoy does. He's not censoring him, but he talks about it here.
I'm throwing Minahan a bone. We gave him a nice paycheck. If Minahan does great, he does great. We make money. It's like a rev share. I don't care what he does. This guy, this merchant guy, he sounds like a crazy person. And I never want to censor content. I haven't told him to censor content. You run your world. I'm running Barstool. I'm not going to war with somebody who I literally have never said a word to, never had.
Pussy! Gutless fucking pussy right there. That's some pussy ass shit right there. Oh, I'm not going to war. Is he your fucking employee or is he not? Right? Do you have his back or do you not? I'm not going to war with some fucking guy, but I'm Dave Portnoy. I'm fucking founder of Barstool Sports, but I'm fucking scared of Bob Murchison. What a fucking pussy. Bob fucking Murchison. One fucking loser from there. Oh, I don't want to get involved in his shit, like, why do you... So he goes on. Coward.
This is Minahan's battle, not Barstool's battle. Because I signed a role player. I didn't sign Tom Brady. I signed a role player. We have 1 million podcasts. He may be right now, 1,000,001 on our depth chart. And he wants us to take the star players and go to battle for him? Earn your paycheck, Minahan.
First of all, Minahan is earning his paycheck.
Do your thing. And you fans, you'll be nothing without Minahan. What are you talking about? Minahan's been here for 2 fucking days. I like him. I hired him. I haven't told him not to talk about. But everything you do, Minahan, it affects how much money everybody's making. If you don't make us money, Kirk Minahan, you're gone.
Okay, so there you go.
If you lose us money, you're probably going to...
Right. So first of all, he's not going to lose your money. That's what these people don't realize. Bob Murchison doesn't fucking matter. Here's what I would do in this position, right? And I've done it before, and it works every fucking time, right? When an advertiser gets attacked like that, they contact us. Say, who's attacking you? You find out who they are, and you publicly destroy them. You destroy their reputation permanently. That's it. You dox them, right? I know a lot of people frown on that. I do too normally. Unless you pull a fucking stunt like this. If you're doing shit like this, you are a terrorist. Period. You're a fucking terrorist. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I destroy terrorists. If you do this to one of my employees, I'm going to do the same fucking thing. If you do this to my advertisers, I'm going to do it even more, right? And I'm going to urge a mob to go to my advertisers, give them fraudulent 5-star reviews, right? Buy something, let them know you're fucking supported here. This is going to drive more business to you. That's what you fucking do if you have your employees back. But no. Well, why is this my problem? Why is my problem? I don't fucking, you're costing us money. Shut the fuck up. I mean, what a fucking coward. What a fucking gutless, peon, puke coward he is. Seriously. And I can already hear that, Turtle Boy is so rich, he makes more money than you. I don't give a fuck. You know what? I have convictions, bitch. Right? Convictions. And what he doesn't realize is, bitch, you made your money by being controversial. That's how you made your money. And Kirk Minahan, yeah, of course, if he dies tomorrow, your company would be fine. You'd still be a millionaire, of course, right? Don't act like he's not bringing a new demographic. I haven't read Barstool Sports in fucking years. Kirk Minahan goes over there. I listen to his podcast every fucking day, right? Barstool makes money off of that because they get the downloads. He's bringing, I'm 37 years old. That's the audience Kirk Minahan's bringing to Barstool Sports that had left Barstool Sports because we don't give a fuck what Rihanna's doing. We don't even know who the fuck these people are talking about in the blogs most of the time because all the bloggers are fucking 25 years old, right? I can't keep up with their pop culture bullshit. I know I sound old as shit. I don't care, okay? I like talking about real shit, and that's what Minahan talks about. Real fucking shit. Talking about Bob Murchison is real shit. Because guess what? He just got Jerry Callahan kicked off the air too. Fucking gutless. He goes on.
Gonna be gone. I don't do whatever you want to do, but you're brand new here. Imagine anybody coming to New England Patriots into that locker room with 6 Super Bowl rings and coming in after you basically got kicked out of your last place, and you say, "Everybody stop." This whole thing, you walk up to Tom Brady, you say, "Hey, Tom, I know you're the greatest player of all time. I know I'm a recreational role player, but everything now revolves around me." No. That's not how it works.
Do you think there's part of Kirk that just likes fighting with authority?
Oh, yeah.
Kirk Minahan is like the Jimmy McNulty
and all his stupid idiot fans.
Of radio.
I'm not that idiot rat Joey Zambrano who stays behind. I'm telling you how it is. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm never going to say to Kirk Minahan. And trust me, Erica has called me up and talked should we tell Kirk that he shouldn't talk about him? No, I said,
should we tell Kirk that we should? They had that conversation.
Talk about.
Gutless.
But there's sometimes repercussions. I guess Minahan's saying it doesn't matter whether he talks about this merchant guy or he doesn't. He's going to come after him. Well, how do I know? You haven't stopped talking about him
because it's fucking relevant.
You literally haven't stopped talking about it.
First of all,
I haven't even had a chance to react. You want to say I'm on the wrong side of the law.
He goes, I don't even listen to the podcast. Then how do you know he's talking about it? Right? How do you know he's talking about it? It makes no fucking sense. So what a fucking fraud. What a fucking fraud he is. That's fine. Congratulations, he made a lot of money. But he made money you didn't make money. If he had this attitude 15 years ago, he would just be another fucking guy from Swampscott. He got to where he is by being edgy. Right? So, real shame, guys. Real shame. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. But yeah, thank you, Claire. That is a Wire reference. He's exactly like Jimmy McNulty. I've been watching. I can't stop watching The Wire. Then the show never gets old to me, right? Jim McNulty's a character from The Wire, and he hates more than anything bosses. He fucking hates bosses. And he does things his own way. Ultimately, it gets him fired by the end. But he's like the best fucking character, right? Because he does things his own way, and it's a beautiful thing. So anyway, all right. All right, let's open it up to comments. Anything you guys want to ask? Wait, did you guys lose me? Did the feed go out there? The banner's backward. How am I supposed to hang it? What am I supposed to do? How would that work? I would like to hear how this would work. So if I took the banner, right, and I flipped it upside down, then what? Right? Or should I? If I turned it around this way, then the back would be showing, right? If you can come up with a way to get this to be like a mirror thing, I'm all for it. But I don't know what that way is. I'm all ears. But I don't know what that way is. Reverse image print. You think I know how to do that? I can't even fucking get a FUPA computer not to do it. I don't have time, guys. I'm in fucking Milford fucking 3 hours dealing with this nut job and trying to run a website at the same time. Right? Not enough hours in the day. Right? getting sued by 5 billion people. Any new lawsuits? Speaking of that. So, new update on Failure Swift. She got an attorney, some guy named Pepe. You realize what a scumbag you have to be to take Failure Swift's case, right? You're literally stealing from somebody. You're an unethical piece of shit if you take Failure Swift's case. You're stealing Metro's money. That's what you're doing. You're stealing Metro's money. You are a garbage person if you take Metro's case. So, yeah, that one's still going on. I'm not going to lie, the freaking... the Azadnia one, that one worries me. Because you never know. You're dealing with this nut job, this attorney that's just so aggressive, right? And he's like out for blood, and they have unlimited resources. And like, if this goes to trial, I'm fucked. I wouldn't lose a trial. I just can't afford to go to trial. It would cost between $20,000 and $30,000 to try this. So at that point, I wouldn't be able to retain my attorney anymore, and I would be in a situation. I'm already spending $15,000 just trying to prevent it to get there, right? I would be in a situation where I wouldn't be able to afford it. I can't do it. And it would be like a thing where it's like, if I don't get an attorney to take this at a very generous rate, if not pro bono, the blog, or I just have a fucking fundraiser where it's like we raised 20 grand for this, I'm fucked, like completely fucked. The blog will not exist, and it sucks. It's a terrible. So it's scary. I'm not gonna lie, that's scary. I don't know what I would do then. I don't know what I would do. I can't get insured. I went through Anastasia Insurance in Charlton, and they told me, oh, we'll get you insurance. We'll find somebody. Nope, didn't find anyone. Nobody will insure me. I'm cancer to insurance companies, right? Nobody will insure me. So that's out of the question, getting insurance. So I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, obviously I'm worried about it. It's like, it is what it is. I mean, if I'm fucked, I'm fucked. If they win, they win. I can't print money, so it's a terrible, terrible fucking world we're living in where that can happen. So anyway, I'm here for now. Why won't the mass ACLU take it? I don't know. I've proposed, because you know why? A private individual suing me. A judge hasn't ordered me to take down content or anything like that. So, and maybe because the Rhode Island ACLU is smaller, they're looking for a case, whatever. They're a smaller organization. Okay, so that's one thing I did wonder. I'm like, this guy doesn't get sued all the time, right? Like, you run a controversial website. They got such a bad press, right? They call them rape apologists. Like, it's unfair what the left does to Barstool Sports. Not to defend them. It's totally unfair. And they write controversial shit too. They've plagiarized people blatantly several times. They did it last week. They don't. It's like they make so much money. I highly doubt Barstool has insurance. I'm guessing they're just self-insured, which means he makes so much fucking money it doesn't matter. You just $50,000 to fight a lawsuit, sure, whatever. I'm not in that position. The only people who have unlimited free speech rights in this country are rich people. That's it. Regular people don't have it, because eventually you'll reach a point where it's like, well, I can either. I can keep speaking, but if I do, I'm going to declare bankruptcy and my life is over. So, awesome fucking freedom. I love when people say that. Well, at least it's not the government doing it. Oh, yeah, it's just fucking some douchebag in a courtroom, right? Some fucking millionaire. Oh, that's way fucking better. Like, Jesus Christ. People saying Yoga Poon is almost broke. And that's the thing. She's like 7.5 months pregnant, and she's still fucking fighting this. Can you believe that? 7.5 months pregnant. So, yeah, Panagakos lost like a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts, I guess. Whatever. I don't even want to talk about them. I don't feel like giving them more fuel, quite frankly. I mean, I wrote it, like, they were blogged about, like, almost 2 years ago. I want to be done with. Like, I have no interest in them whatsoever. So, it is what it is. I mean, there's so many news stories to talk about, Can the Rhode Island ACLU refer me to some... I've asked... They haven't been able to, no. If it was that simple, sure, absolutely, but anyone. But anyway. Toast Malone, yeah. if you can, look into it. I'm telling you, for the insurance, Toast is offering to help me with insurance. If you could, that'd be great. But a lot of, I've gotten a lot of people that have told me, oh, I'll hook you up with this. We'll try this. We'll try this. I think you're going to be disappointed when you talk to your broker friends, right? Nobody is going to insure me. I mean, I'll keep trying, but it looks like nobody's going to insure me. I'd like to get a salesman, right? Eric has been a letdown. I'm not going to lie, right? I have no sales. So that kind of defeats the purpose of being a salesman, if you ask me. But there's no sales coming in, right? I have no advertisers on there. And without that, you have no revenue, right? So I'm all dependent on donations. I have some, the ads that appear or whatever with I make minimal money off of that because I'm blacklisted by AdSense. Read the book. It all makes sense in there. Whew. All right. Yeah, get the ad free. I mean, that's the easiest way to do it. I give it. What time is the live speech? It's supposed to be at 7-ish, but I will keep you updated about that. Okay, so Barstool is being sued by the clown shirt people. That's interesting. Yeah, Victoria Lynn Callahan says, hurt someone's feelings, get sued. Sick, sad world we live in. She would know. She's one of my co-defendants in the Ace Ventura lawsuit. We're being sued together. We're going to jail together, I guess. Right? She's going to be my cellmate. Throw some fucking money in the can. What about Jay Mass? What a fucking show that was the other day, by the way. Woo! I've never hated anyone as much as him. What? He just got my blood boiling, man. He got my blood boiling. What's your relationship with Portnoy? I have no relationship with Dave Portnoy. I've met him once in Cleveland at a Red Sox-Indians game in 2016 while he was doing a pizza review of all things. I don't know if he knows what Turtle Boy is. Who knows? I could care less, to be perfectly honest with you, because I refuse to fanboy anyone like that. But I'm sure he does. I'm sure he doesn't like it. Stoolies are like all a bunch of douchebag 23-year-olds, and they fucking go on Reddit. Like I was getting a lot of links to the Murchison stuff on Reddit today from some Barstool subreddit or whatever, and some people linked it, and they're all like, it was all factual shit about Murchison. It was a good blog, and it's just so funny to watch people react to it. Like, fuck Turtle Boy. Fucking hate them. Want to be Barstool, blah, 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 blah. One kid's like, he was my cross-country coach. Fucking douchebag. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're probably the fat kid, right? That couldn't make the varsity. That's what you were. I don't know which. That's the thing about Reddit. It's all anonymous, right? The cross-country kids, we had a bond, right? More than that. I did track and I did indoor and outdoor track. I also did cross-country. Cross-country was great because there's just one race. That was it. Their track is a million races. Cross country was my favorite season because I was a runner. I would get out there, I would run with them, and we had really good teams. And the kids that were dedicated to it, they got a lot out of it. And we had it was a really close unit. So if you were on the cross country team and you didn't like me, you were probably one of the fat kids that I wanted to quit, right? I was like, please you probably didn't make the soccer team. Your mom wanted you to do something, so you came to cross country. Anyway, what else are people saying? Cellmates forever. Yeah, I should do an event or something like that. I'm definitely looking for a salesman, right? Somebody that can actually get out there, and it ain't that hard to get people to advertise on Turtle Boy, believe it or not. I've done it before. I just don't have time for it, quite frankly. Yeah, like you said, Brittany, it's like she gets the ad free, $10 a month. Who notices that, right? Who notices that? It's like $10 that gets taken out of your bank account, right? If we had 500 people do that, God, I would be in such a much better position, right? That's it. So, that's why I always tell people, just get the ad free, right? It improves your viewing, Turtle Boy, etc. And, you're helping with us. What is required to get advertisers? What can I do to help? Yeah, so basically, the way I look at it is I look at Worcester Magazine whenever I tell salesmen this, or Pulse Magazine. I open it up, and it's filled with ads, right? So they have salesmen going out there and selling ad space. Who the fuck would ever want to advertise in Worcester Magazine? Who's going to see it? The beauty of selling advertising on Turtle Boy is people are actually going to fucking see you. People are going to click on your shit. People are going to go to you out of support. Nobody supports Worcester Magazine. Nobody's like, I'm fucking Worcester Magazine diehard. I support their advertisers. Nobody says that. We have a unique brand and a unique following that nobody else has. It should be the easy. If you can't sell advertising on Turtle Boy, then you shouldn't be in sales because it's one of the easiest sell jobs, right, in the world. When I first read the book, when I first started doing this, right, I would go door to door just knocking on doors, right, knocking on local businesses. And this is back when I was getting like 5,000 or 10,000 people a day tops on the site, right, not 100,000. And I was just knocking doors, telling them about Turtle Boy. A lot of them knew about it already. Next thing you know, I had 20 advertisers. It was fucking easy. Easy. Right? And so if you are my salesman, you're going to make 25% on every sale. And so you not just on the first sale, every month after that. You just get to make the initial sale. If you can get someone to do it for a year, you get a fucking royalty check every fucking month off of that sale. It's fucking easy. Easy. So if you'd like to do that, and if you're serious about it, contact me. I don't have time for bullshit. So if you're not serious about it, and you're like, hey, what's involved in this, right? I'm gonna have to like sit down with you and show you everything. That's valuable time. Do not waste my time. That's one thing. If you're a supporter, the best thing, the most important currency for me is time, right? Don't waste my time. So I've had so many people do that. And, I'd like to sell for you. Like, oh, yeah, send me this. I send it to them. They don't do shit. Why the fuck did I waste half an hour speaking to you, right? You just stole time from me. Thank you for supporting the blog. So that's one thing I would request. If you're going to pursue this, then fucking pursue it. All right. Let's see. What else are people saying? Does TB Daily News have Google AdSense? Yes, it does. So I make the normal rate I did on TB Daily News. Obviously, the traffic is less, but I'm trying to put more and more content on. So every time now, right, how it works now, you might have noticed, like, there's not as many blogs coming out on Turtle Boy because, because other bloggers have gotten me sued now, there has to be more review. So I actually have to review these things now. And before they get published, because I don't feel like getting sued for other people's work. And the only one I don't do that for is Bristol because she has signed an indemnity clause. So she's completely on her own, if you will. If we get sued, she gets sued. That's how it works. Anyway, and she's kind of looking for a fight. So I wouldn't recommend suing her, but she seems like she's looking for a fight. And she wouldn't have to hire an attorney because she's on her own. So anyway, I forget where I was going with this. What was the question? I forget what the question was. But so every time I do a blog now, I read it and I publish it on Turtle Boy from whatever blogger submitted that. And then before I hit the publish button though, I take the entire thing, and it usually takes me like 30 minutes or so, and I put it on TV Daily News, except I completely rewrite it, right? So any foul language on there, I get rid of it. If there's pictures of strippers or whatever, that shit's been flagged before, I get rid of it. I just take the same content and the same stories, and I just rewrite it in a more appropriate fashion. You can still be funny and satirical without being like Fupa Sloth a lot. You know what I mean? So it's basically Turtle Boy without the Fupa Sloth, if you will. So that's what TB Daily News is. Knock on wood, I've had no issues with it, and I'd like to keep it that way. But liability insurance, yeah, that's the kind I can't buy. No one comments on there. Yeah, that's the thing. Hopefully that will pick up over time. You're right. The comment section on Turtle Boy is great. You going to the Trump rally? I'd like to. I'd definitely like to go to that. I got to talk to people about that. Any other questions you guys have? All right, so it looks like we're about done there. As you can see, this Fupa computer is draining the battery. And all right, guys, we'll see you on Thursday. I'll let you know about what time I'm doing that speech in Billerica. Feel free to come on down if you'd like to spend the money on a ticket or whatever. I think they're taking donations now too, so I don't even know if it's like required, but yeah. All right, guys, we will see you all on Thursday night then. All right? Peace, Total Riders.